Acum începem cu colegii mei, Dimitri și Ștefan, care o să vorbească despre activitatea noastră din buildingSMART. O să vorbească dacă avem microfon. Gata, cred că a luat-o.
Avem microfon.
Perfect. Dimitrios Teodorou și Ștefan Trifu sunt doi lideri de domenii buildingSMART România. Ei conduc inițiative legate de uneltele, tools and standards buildingSMART and also the educational domain. And these guys have been cooking. They've been cooking this whole year, and they're going to present a lot of nice stuff that have happened during the years. Also, some cool insights into our team and our activities, our memes, probably, and a lot other stuff we are actually pretty proud of happening in the last year. Yeah. So you have the microphone.
Thank you very much, Stefan. Limba engleză, limba română? Okay. Thank you all for coming today, participating with us. Mainly, actually, these days are for the people. And what we are presenting as things that everybody wants in our industry, and how we can make our day-to-day practice easier. Along with my colleague Stefan, we are leading domains in our in the Romanian chapter of buildingSMART. And today it's not about me and Stefan, it's about everyone that is participating in our chapter, what we're trying to achieve, what are our motivations, and yeah, let's begin.
This is a simulation of the technical problems we've had along the route. It wouldn't have been nice to start without one as well.
Can someone from the, okay.
Okay.
Yeah, we can move forward to the next slides. So we are more persons that are participating into the Romanian chapter. You will recognize a few, there are much more, many. But today is about bringing a little bit of knowledge of what we're trying to achieve in the backstage and getting more even people to get involved. In other words, it's why is everyone here today? I mean, we're trying to learn new things and try to advance and make our everyday easier, yes?
Or more efficient.
Exactly, exactly. So with that said, we can move forward to the domains that we have in buildingSMART Romania. So we have the education domain, which Stefan is responsible. Infrastructure domain, which is Catalin, you met him earlier from Strabag. Construction and urbanism, Julia. Standards and tools, the one speaking. Juridic, the legal department is it here? Today we're not having, and of course the cercetare, which Stefan represents. What we're trying to do in these domains.
So we've broken up into teams, starting from these domains, and we tried to find a purpose for each and every one of them. We have members that are part of multiple domains that are working on more than one thing at once, but we try to give an identity and a scope to each domain in particular. One of the things we've tried to do in the education PCERT and 6th module domain is to try and bring the buildingSMART international certifications closer to Romania. We've tried adapting them to some point. We've tried making a name for ourselves in terms of local conditions and things of that nature that affect our day-to-day work and blend in with the international standardization and the international practice of things, but bringing them closer and making, as Dimitrios said, life easier for ourselves. We've started off firstly by translating the what we could of the initial documentation that we had available, and then trying to add our own input, our own feedback to it, communicating with buildingSMART International every step along the way, and bringing our point of view into the discussion. As for the standards and BSI tools domain, I will let Dimitrios fill you in on what their purpose was.
Thank you, Stefan. There are various initiatives in the tools and standards domain, and let me be a little bit more precise. Tools and standards domain is not about software. It's about solutions, it's about initiatives, like, first of all, the translation of the IFC schema. This is one thing that we are on the way. If we can change the, thank you. So this is one of our workshops that we are trying to accumulate all the information with respect to the translation effort that is being at the moment. We have members that are trying to take each one of the files that need to be translated. Next slide, please. This is
a small break. This is our environment for
yes.
the education domain. They've been using one solution for this. We've used another data environment, let's call it, for this one. So we're independently working on different goals, and sometimes the means and the tools used differ from place to place. Back to you, Dimitris.
Yeah, so as you can see here, we have a list of the files that need to be translated for the schema. Again, we're talking about the latest version of IFC that needs to be translated and interpreted in the Romanian language. This is again from Stefan's domain, where you have the education and we have the workflows that needs to be processed in order to get to the final goal.
Exactly.
Again, what is the progress so far with respect to the files that we have already started to translate? We have a good traction, I might say. Yeah. But today's issue is that all these things wouldn't have happened without the members. And we see clear that we need actually more members, and we need specialists, which is each and every one of you that are here today. And this will help us advance our knowledge, will help us resolve issues that we have in our sector, and bring standardization as we all dreaming. Yeah, everybody's talking today about standardizing processes, using standards for everyday work, and this is what we're trying to achieve. So you're more than welcome to come aboard and meet every and each one of us, and we can go ahead and fulfill our goals.
Exactly. As Dimitrios said, don't think of this as a presentation of what we've done so far or a bragging show and tell, something like that. No, think of it as a marketing pitch. First and foremost, we need all of you and each and every one of you to start contributing, to join us in both Building Smart Romania and in each subsequent domain based on your professional career, based on your interest, based on your abilities, and help us bring this one step further, because we have an immensely talented team behind us that has helped us along the way, and we've changed solutions and environments and workflows from time to time based on the ideas of the members and based on making our work easier and more efficient. But we're still a long way from home in both aspects of the domains that we've mentioned so far. And we need help, and we'd like help from each and every one of you. Also as a continuous improvement and self-training means for you, as well as overall improving the industry and bringing it forward bigger and bigger leaps at times.
Exactly. So without any further ado, let's see some initiatives that we already have. We have, as explained earlier, the IFC translation. We have a basic framework that we have discussed a little bit about the digital building permits and how we can connect the various domains with what the legislative, administrative, and other departments need to be connected to in order to give those processes a digital meaning, not only as processes in every day-to-day. There are some standardized initiatives in the European Union, yeah, exactly, that we are trying to understand more in depth before trying to define our scope and our processes for Romania. And again, these are all things that we need members, specialized architects, engineers, and so forth in order to provide a deeper meaning within those documents and to apply them in our market. One major theme that was this year, and this goes out to all the participants, where of course it was also presented by Mr. Budescu and Catalin earlier, was the exchange information requirements that was consulted with the CNIR. And what are our next steps? What are we thinking about? So one thing is that we are thinking about a system of classification in Romania that most of us are discussing and really want, based on standard 12006, the series of 12006. Another one is the digitalization and digitization of the procedures for with respect to the digital building permits that will be used by the city councils in order to validate the digital building permit. Of course, the implementation of PCERT.
Yeah, the implementation of the practitioner stage of PCERT for the Romanian market, which we're currently working on. We have a small team that has been invited to test out the initial versions. Myself and Stefan have been included in this small team, and I don't want to spoil all of the surprises regarding practitioner right now. In order for you to find out more about that, I'll invite you to join the discussion groups that are set for tomorrow evening. Where both myself, Stefan, Dimitrios, and every domain leader will go into more detail and a more in-depth explanation of what's going on behind the scenes and what we're currently working on, what our goals are, and so on and so forth. But keep in mind, all of this was a call to action. Apart from the professional side of things, where you have the ability to become a member in buildingSMART Romania using that form that you see there, which we'll link in a second. Keep in mind that you'll also be part of a funny group that's spending as much time with ourselves, with each other as we are during the day in our day-to-day job and with our families back at home. The group that has been responsible for everything that you see here, from the stage to the small goodie bags that you have on your seats, the same group that has been in charge of bringing you news and feedback from the international market on LinkedIn and other social media platforms, the small group that you've met during the coffee breaks and have talked to. So why not make it official and not just see each other once a year at BIMcon? Let's see each other every week or bi-weekly for our customary calls and discussion boards. Thank you.
Said it better.
And feel free to use the QR link to connect to the Excel sheet for tomorrow's breakout room sessions. Keep in mind there are 2 sessions. You have the ability to participate in 2 of them, because after the first session, after a short break, we'll switch rooms and you can go to a different domain and check that out as well. There are 2 lists in that Excel file. Look for the first row and the row on the right as well for the second session. Thank you.
Thank you.